Hello, hello, my lovely travel adventurers, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. So of course we're in a pandemic right now, so traveling is indeed a little scarce, but although traveling is scarce, we can never be too prepared for when that time does come where it is safe to travel again, or if we're gearing up for those road trips. If you are living in a state that has done a great job at, reducing the curve and social distancing and all of that, I want to share with you 5 apps that are like absolute must-haves when you travel. Alright, so app number 1, it is a given. Uber, okay? Because I have learned, especially if you decide to do an international trip, be it next year, whenever it's safe again. Driving on we're gonna say foreign soil, okay? Because it's foreign to you. Man, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Driving in Egypt, in Cairo, and then Alexandria, I was a passenger having an anxiety attack, okay? When I was over in London, them curves, okay? Uber, don't even try it, because yes, you got to remember, cars are set up differently. They drive on a different side of the road. There's different rules of the road. It's really just not worth it. And the great thing is that Uber has added some components to their app to try to help out with the safety, because we know people cray everywhere. And then in addition to that, you're gonna hear me make these little add-ons on multiple apps, so just be ready. But I do this because I know that there are other single women out there, and even single men, that they travel that way. And that's what I mean by single, okay? That they travel solo. That's how I should say it. That they travel solo, and it's always good to have someone back home, or in the event that they can't find you, leave a paper trail, okay? And obviously it's going to be a digital one, but utilizing Uber allows you to do that. Leaves you a nice little paper trail where they can figure out, okay, at this time this transaction happened, this is where they were going, blah blah blah. And then also it's great to talk to the Uber drivers if they are talkative, and you find out little ins and outs about things that you may have never known before. So first app that you definitely need to have when you are traveling is Uber. And also, let me say, it's not just international, because give an example, going to Washington DC, all them turnabouts, I'm good on that, love. Y'all can keep those, okay? So Uber is your route. Don't even worry about trying to figure out how you're gonna get to point A to point B, all that other jazz. Just Uber. All right. The second app number 2, that is absolutely a must-have, is WhatsApp. It's created by Facebook, but the blessed thing about WhatsApp, I know oftentimes going, overseas, you got to get a whole new package put on your phone bill, and that costs extra money, right? WhatsApp, you can make international calls for free 99. If you didn't understand what I said, you get to make video calls and text messages for free. Okay, and that's the blessed part about that. And of course, if you're staying in a hotel, Airbnb, what have you, even if you're in a coffee shop or something like that, long as somebody has Wi-Fi, you good, boo. So even if your phone is not working at all in your destination, get you by some Wi-Fi, WhatsApp, you can still stay connected with your loved ones. And you know what? That's what it's all about. Staying connected and experiencing where you're at, but experiencing it safely. And people are still able to, know, hey, she's still alive. That's all good. App number 3. Sorry, I did that and I just felt like I had to. All right, app number 3 is Google Translate. I love this app, y'all. And you may notice I love my Samsung. I've been rocking with the Galaxies and the Notes since my first one, which was a Galaxy 3. Before then, I was a BlackBerry girl. So I'm very brand loyal, especially when they provide good products for me. All right, so I'm sorry, iPhone users. I have no Apple specific programs for you, so Don't know what to tell you. Sorry about that, Pimpin. All right, moving on. Google Translate. Because a lot of times we travel places, you don't know the language at all. But with Google Translate, you can either talk into your phone and have it translate for a local, or you can put the phone up when a local's talking to you and it'll translate for you. Or my favorite thing that I love to do, it actually utilizes your camera. And say, for example, you're in a restaurant with a menu. You put it up there, you make sure it's focused, and it'll actually translate for you. What will Google think of next? Amazing. It definitely was a grand help to me, and I would be absolutely remiss if I did not add this part in. Every app that I'm telling you guys about, all free in the Google Play Store. Boom shakalaka. All right, so don't worry about, oh my goodness, that sounds like it's expensive. It's not though. App number 4, the 4th app that you want is Google Photos. So remember how I told you all that I'm very much so mindful that I like to go places by myself, and I've watched Taken. You know, I need to leave breadcrumbs for my people, God forbid, but in the event that, you know, something happens, Google Photos is what that's for. In addition to the fact that, like, I get to store all my cool memories, and that's how I'm able to create the vlogs and stuff like that. But nonetheless, Google Photos, make sure you set it so as soon as you touch down with Wi-Fi, it'll, you know, upload everything. In addition to with the Google Photos, now I don't do this when I'm at home, because, you know, you don't need the man, big brother, watching everything you doing. However, I go ahead and click on my geotags, so then that way, and I make sure my mother has my password to my Google, so I know for some of y'all like, ooh, I gotta give up passwords. This is a matter of safety, okay, personal safety. But yes, I go ahead and I turn on my geotags, so then that way when she is back here in Chicago, she literally can sign in, she can look up, and it will tell her, pinpoint exactly where I was when I took that picture. So once again, I'm definitely dropping great major keys for those of you who solo travel like I have done numerous times in the past and probably will continue to do. Right, app number 5. I'm sorry. Okay, app number 5 is currency exchange. Now, you don't have to use this particular app, but make sure that you have an app that will show you what the exchange rate is for your currency. Okay, so when we go places internationally, so obviously you don't need this if you are traveling within your country, but when we travel internationally, that part is super important. We need to know, okay, how much is this in American dollars? Because while we're traveling, we still got to maintain a budget, and we still got to be able to gauge and understand when somebody might be trying to get you because you're a tourist, because it happens. All right, so those are 5 of my top apps that are travel must-haves. We got Uber, we got WhatsApp, we got Google Translate, we got Google Photos, and currency exchange. Drop in the comments below if you have any of those apps. If you know of any additional apps that you feel like are great must-haves for my iPhone people. I'm sorry, like, I have an iPod, I have MacBooks and iMac, but I do not have an iPhone, and I refuse to get one. So don't drop in the comments telling me that I need to get an iPhone, because I'm good. Samsung has been treating me quite well all these years. And of course, if you learned something, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you have not done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you are staying safe, you are being well, and blessed.